I'm gonna share exactly how I made my first couple $100 online reselling with zero startup fee. Hi there, I'm Deb. I'm 49 and I'm on a midlife outburst. I'm on a reset. I need to find joy. I need to find mostly money, if I'm honest, and community too. But today I want to show you exactly how to start, just how to start. Because if we're honest, that's all I've figured out as well so far, but I'm on a journey. So what I did when I decided it was time to start earning some money was I looked around the house. And friends, we all have this. I have my son's PlayStation 4 Call of Duty game that he never plays, but it's like brand new, you know, listed. My daughter went to homecoming a couple years ago. These don't fit. Beautiful. Worn once. In the original box. Listed. Not long ago, I went online and saw a bag that I really liked. When it arrived, I didn't realize how huge it was. It's just a little too big for me, but look, brand new. It's got the tags listed. So these are a few of examples of things that I sold just to get started. I sold a couple of my kids' shoes. In my closet, I actually had a couple of Vera Wang shirts that are like blouses that I had worn to church years ago, but I hadn't worn again, but they were very nice. You know, sold those. And then once you make a few bucks, you can do things like go to Facebook Marketplace or wherever. Garage sales, I love, yard sales, and see if you can find any just any gems. I call them gems because gems are resellable. Give you another example. The other day, I was at a yard sale, and guess what they had? Do you remember the original My Little Pony figurines? Like, these are the original ones. I got them for 50 cents a piece. I have, I don't know, 6 or 8. And they're listed for nothing but 12 bucks. But hey, it's something. So I'm just saying, again, I haven't figured out how to get rich, but I'm reselling, and you can too. I found elsewhere, I'll be honest, I don't recall where I found these, if I'm honest, but these plastic bangle bracelets, it's a set, and they're not new. There's a little wear and tear on the gold around them. I think I paid $1 for these. These are good for at least like 15 bucks. I have these listed. So these are the kind of things you can do to get started, my friends. And I find it to be kind of fun anyway. I enjoy going out and looking for gems. I have fun when I find the My Little Ponies for 50 cents, you know. And they've been listed for a month or two, but it's kind of fun. And when they do go, I'm gonna like quadruple my money or more, right? So that's kind of how I got started, and then that's how you could get started too. Now, when I say listed, I have used Facebook Marketplace, which I like. I have used eBay, good too. And lately, most of my listings are on Mercari. I don't know if I've shared my Mercari page, but I'm happy to. I have a lot listed on Mercari right now. And I have a dear friend that does a great job on Whatnot, which is an awesome online live auction site. And she does a lot with jewelry, so she kind of got me interested. And so I've been looking for, you know, jewelry too. And I don't have anything super valuable, but that's not it. I have something. Oh, here we go. I found these at a yard sale for like $1. These are Monet which is a vintage brand earrings, brand new. There's a tag on there. It does say, oh, I lied. There's no, oh, no, it says 20 bucks. There's a tag up here that says 20 bucks. Now, these are Monet, so we know they're old. They're listed for 10. I paid $1. It's things like this that you can really get started, and it's kind of fun. Or something else I wanted to show you. Oh, I know. So I bought on Facebook Marketplace, I bought a lot is just a lump of clip-on earrings. And I went through them because you never know what you're going to find. And I found a couple that were a little nicer. But I just wanted to give you an example of how to search some of this stuff because I knew nothing about jewelry at all. So like this earring, it's a clip-on, not really my style, but people love this. So I just took a picture of it and then Google searched the image and got like a listing on eBay, and that gives me a guide for what could I list it for that would be reasonable. And I try to beat the price by like $1 or whatever, And then I have, I should have sorted. Oh, here we go. So in that lot, I took away a couple earrings, and then this is a whole baggie of matching, but just clip-on earrings. But I went through them, and I don't, none of it's real gold or silver. I didn't find any like marks as to what brand they were, but they're still very nice, good condition lot of clip-on earrings. I got that listed for like 15 bucks. Somebody will get it. I know they will. And to get started, you don't need much at all. This is what I have. Measuring tape. It's all you need for a necklace or a bracelet. I did go out and buy a loop. This is one of those loops. And as a matter of fact, at the time, it could take a battery to light it up. Battery died, I don't know. But I can still use the loop to look inside because, as we know, I'm almost 50. So sometimes I need a little help. So I got the loop, and that's pretty, you don't have to, but I did get just some jewelry cleanup to make it pretty, But, and you just go through and you see what you find. And I did come across, I don't even know where I got this. I've had it a while, but I have this set. It's a brooch and 2 clip-on earrings. And if you use a loop and look really carefully somewhere, it's Sarah Coventry, which is a well-known vintage brand, not worth $1 million, but somebody will give me 20 bucks for that. I paid like 2. But thanks to my loop, I was able to figure it out. Another thing you want to keep in mind when you're looking at jewelry with your loop is you're looking for tags like, of course, 14 karat, 24 karat. Sometimes you'll see like 14 GP, that's gold plated. If you ever see 925, a stamp that says 925, we're looking at sterling silver, which is always nice. It's a little bit, you can price that a little higher than the others. And yeah, so that's really how I got started selling stuff and just making a few bucks online. I've got a couple more examples here. After I sold a few things on Mercari, I had a balance of, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks. And instead of, I could have transferred it right into my bank account, but instead of doing that, I bought a lot of Loft jewelry. Loft is a brand name. Ladies, I don't know if you recall, but I got, I don't know how many necklaces I have here, but several brand new Loft necklaces. And again, nothing out of pocket. I paid nothing out of pocket for these. This was directly bought and paid for by the money I had gained by selling things there. on Mercari. This one's beautiful. It's not really something that I would probably wear. Let's put it on. I never wear a necklace anyway, but it's very pretty, you know. And so I guess my point is, once you make a couple bucks, you can turn it into more. And what's important on something like this is that you are very careful to look. Do you see right here? You probably can't see, probably can't read it, but there's a small hang tag here that says Loft. So we know that everything in my handy dandy baggie here are Loft necklaces. So now I have, and I think I spent, I don't know, $6 or $7. And I have this listed for 20. Again, I'm not getting rich, but first of all, I'm having fun. It's kind of a cool hobby. I'm gaining experience. I'm learning. I've learned so much just about jewelry and how to identify its worth. Again, a lot of that has come from my friend that does really well on Mercari. Excuse me, on Whatnot. This here, just one more example. This here is a choker. This is an example of things I've learned. This is a choker. These little itty bitty tiny beads are called seed beads. Seed beads. And this is clearly not gold, but we will call it gold tone. And then the this is called a lobster claw clasp. I have so much more to learn, but I've learned a lot too. So let me share what I can. And then if we measure the necklace, here's what we do. We get our handy dandy. This is what we do before we post it. And we measure the necklace from top until the lobster claw clasp. And it is right at 17. Right at 17 inches. However, that's at the shortest length. It does have an extender. See? If we wanted, we could clip it way out here. So when we list something like this, we say we can make it sound real fancy. Well, it is real fancy. We have a coral colored seed bead necklace with a gold tone adornment. It's got a lobster claw clasp at 17 inches with an extender. You know? If I'm honest, I don't know where I got this, but somebody's going to give me $8 for it. Somebody will, you know? So, don't be afraid to get started, friends. Don't be afraid. Like I said, you don't have to do anything out of pocket just to get started. Go around your house. Do you have any jewelry you don't wear? Do you have any... And it doesn't have to be anything fancy or brand name. Yeah, I sold a couple Vera Wang, you know, shirts, but it doesn't have to be that. Just grab some stuff. Grab and see what you have. Things you're not using. So again, you don't need any money out of pocket. And you can get started. And that's literally how I've made, you know, my first few $100s online. As you know, I'm looking to make big changes. I'm looking for a total life reset, a total outburst. I'll be 50 and I'm hoping for something big. Please join my journey. Follow me. Comment. How can I help you? So right now I have a lot to learn and I'm working on that, but I do want to share whatever knowledge I have, you know, come across thus far as well. So again, I'm Deb. Thanks so much. Have a great night.